Okay, now that I have my note cards in nice piles, I think I'm ready. I'm organized enough. I'm going to start my outline. So over here's the outline window. Up top here, that's where you can collapse it and make it smaller. But I'm about to work on my outline, so I'm going to use this bar and drag it over to make it bigger. I'm also going to convert my note cards from tabletop into detail so I can see how I have them organized, all the different cards that are under the different piles, what my piles are, because those are going to help me figure out my subtopics. Okay, so I'm going to start over here in my outline. My topic should probably be my working thesis statement. So I'm going to double click on that, get rid of the word topic, and I'm going to type in my working thesis statement. Okay, so this is, after all my research, this is what I came up with. This is the working thesis that I'm going to go with. Although genetically modified organisms, or GMOs, have many benefits, they should be labeled for consumers. So that's what I decided I'm going to do. Okay, and so there it is. Now I'm ready to start organizing my note cards and my subtopics. So I'm going to click on my first subtopic. And if I look over here at my note cards, I've already got them in piles, so I really already have some subtopics. I have two that are on labeling, so I guess I'm going to do a labeling subtopic. So let's try that. So I'm going to make a subtopic there, and I just hit enter, and there it is. Okay, now I have two different ones, for and against, right? So I need something underneath this. So I'm going to click on that subtopic, highlight it. I'm going to click my green add button, and I'm going to add subtopic, and look, it creates another one underneath labeling. So this one becomes the case for labeling, right? And I hit enter, and there it is. Okay, and I go here, and I'm going to add another one, against, the case against labeling. Okay, now I realize, oh wait, I probably want to do the against side first because I'm going to end up for labeling. So let me rearrange these. So if I click on this one and move it, see how it makes it a subtopic? I don't want that. So I'm going to click on this one and put it under labeling. And now I've rearranged them. The case for labeling, the case against labeling. Okay, I'm going to rearrange it. Okay, so now I want to add another subtopic, right? So I'm going to go back underneath my main topic. I'm going to hit add subtopic, and see how I have another one here. Now A is labeling, B is, I'm going to do laws and regulations. Okay, so that's my next subtopic. I've got a couple ideas there, and then I'm going to add one more subtopic. So I go back up to my topic and highlight it, click the add subtopic button, and look, there's C. So I'm going to add public opinion. Okay, enter there. Now I think I'm ready to start adding in my note cards. Okay, so before I start adding in my note cards, I think I'm going to try to rearrange a little bit, because if this is my main argument, I want to work my way to the point of labeling. So I think I want to start with laws and regulations. So what I'm going to do is try to pick up that one. So I'm going to click on it, and see, when I click on it to drag, it's got that little X. That means it's going to float. And what I want to do is I can put it underneath another one, or if you see that little blue line where it's got the triangle over there on the side, that means I'm putting it under that one. So if I move it, it becomes its own subtopic. And that's where I want it, laws and regulations. And then I'm going to do public opinion because I want to move that one up too. So I click on public opinion and see how it's floating and see how it's got the little arrow on the side with the blue line. That tells me it's its own subtopic. So I've moved things around. Now I want to add my note cards. Okay, so now I'm ready to start moving my note cards in, and the easiest way to do that is going to be to go into the detail view like I have here, and then I'm going to click on my individual note cards so I see what they are, so I know what order I want to put them in. So let's start here, labeling, the case 4 labeling, since I have some of those very clearly here. I'm going to click on that note card in blue, and you see all of my information shows up here so I can see which one it is. This is the opponents say this, but those are good things. So I don't know if I want to go there yet. Let me try this one. This one is about number of countries already require labeling. That's the one I want to start with. Okay, so if I start here, number of countries already require labeling. See these 3 bars up here? That's going to be the way I drag it. So I'm going to pick it up here, and you see it goes over here, and I'm going to put it under my 4 labeling. And you see, now I have a note card there. Okay, now I'm going to go back for my other one. This is the opponents of GE Foods. And again, I'm going to click those 3 bars. And I'm going to move it over here underneath the case for labeling. Now I've got both the note cards there. Okay. Now I'm going to move my case against ones. Let's take a look at those and see what they say. This one says broad scientific consensus is that they're safe. This one says consumer choice. So I think I want to start with consumer choice. Pick it up. I'm going to drag it under this subtopic. And there it is. And I'm going to go back for that other one about scientific knowledge. I'm going to move it under that subtopic. And then I've got my note cards there. All right? And I'm going to keep doing this until I've got them all in and where I want them. Remembering that you don't need to use all of your note cards. You have 25. You can pick and choose which ones are going to fit best into your outline. Okay, so my outline's looking pretty good. I got a lot of note cards in here. I got my conclusion on. I think I'm just about done, but I noticed that I still have a couple note cards that I didn't use. I'm going to have probably more than I need, but I need to decide which ones I want to use and which ones I don't, because these are not already in subtopic piles. So I'm going to look at them. So this one is about marketing GMO apples to kids. So this one's about marketing, how they're sold. And this one is about the benefits of GMO foods. Well, I notice that in my thesis statement I said it has many benefits, but if I look at my subtopics, I don't have any about the benefits. So I probably should add another subtopic about benefits and put that note card in there and see if I have any other note cards about the benefits. So remember, I'm going to highlight my main topic, add a subtopic under it. Okay, I've got a subtopic here. Now it automatically adds it all the way at the bottom. So I'm going to type in benefits. But then I remember I want to move this, right? So I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to move it all the way up here. So that's my first subtopic because that's where I start my thesis statement. Okay, that looks good. Now remember one more time, this is the note card. I'm going to click on those 3 bars. I'm going to drag it over underneath benefits, and it's going to add my note card there. Okay, so once you're happy with your outline, you're ready to start exporting it into a Word document so you can work with it.